specific to.
7
We're
o'clock.
like,
Yeah.
but okay.
You can't talk about things anymore. How dare you?
Stop talking, man.
We live?
I don't know. I hit streaming.
Oh.
Live streaming checklist. You are live. It says we are live.
I got a notification on my phone that we're live. So.
Yep, my phone says we're live as well. Well, if it's on the internet, it must be true.
Everything you read is
Famous
super
last
duper true,
words.
especially comments.
What's up, everybody? I don't think we decided on who is going to lead in the show, so I'll just jump in. It's Kaiser here with Baltimore Guy and Danny on our second live show of 2018. The year is going by so fast already.
Little baby's all grown up.
All grown up. So we are going to... Hey, Jamie Faye's in the
Jamie.
chat.
In the house.
Is he?
Oh, guys, just a quick reminder to at the top of the chat, switch it from top chat to live chat, so that you can see all messages.
Oh, because there's so many people in there, we don't want to leave anybody out.
Right, and YouTube will like to mess with it.
Yeah, we don't want to leave nobody out. This is an all-inclusive show. Gorillas included. So,
love for all gorillas.
Before we get into each of our what we've been up to, if you haven't heard yet, I just saw it on Channel 4 News talking about the. They didn't say Gorilla Gate, but that's what a lot of people are calling it. Gorilla Gate 2018.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's just a weird thing. Look it up. We're not going to talk too much about it. It's just it's a thing.
It's a weird thing happening in Corsicana.
In Corsicana, yeah.
Of all places.
So look it up. Danny,
Hello, Joichi.
Joichi. So I guess I'll
I'm in the
start it
chat,
off.
yeah.
I kicked off the show, so I am going to show until, I'm guessing, early birthday present from Baltimore up there. Do you see how awesome this is?
They are awesome.
Even after I swore I would never get Funko Pops because it's a slippery slope because there's 9 million of them. But
we're gonna come back next month, and it's just gonna be your whole room's gonna be filled.
Right,
it's gonna be like a weird werewolf.
It's me like just my eyes over like pile of boxes.
Pretty much.
But as you can tell, I love blue heroes. They are awesome.
Blue.
Baba dee
Baba dee baba da, baba dee baba da, baba dee da ba da.
If you're wondering why this is on, is Baltimore and I have decided we're going to start playing DC Universe Online again. And I was bringing back Kaiser Mitsu from the dead. And I can't tell if you can see him. He's all in the blues as well, because blue heroes rock. And he's awesome.
So, is that PC?
PS4.
Oh, PS4. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, because I've played it on the PC before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stopped playing.
Guy, you show and telling the doggy?
Of course, he has to make his grand appearance.
Well,
He's a
I'll
happy
just
boy.
pass it over to you. You can talk about your doggy.
Well, I will show off one thing I got in the mail recently. I got this little guy right here.
Aha!
Nice.
Courtesy of Toyfinity.
Max
One of
Zero.
our yes, Max Zero in the lovely copperish orange style. It's pretty awesome. He's tinier than I thought he'd be. He's more like a regular, like 3-inch action figure, but he's super awesome. So, thank you, John Kent of Toyfinity, for that.
And we also have a interview with him at TGL Talks.
We do.
That we released a week and a half ago, I think it was.
Sounds about right. I believe that.
I don't know.
You should definitely check it.
Time's flying by too fast. Was it a week ago? Was it a month ago? I don't know anymore.
It was a time ago.
It was.
Was it
Where
time
things
ago?
happen.
For sure.
For sure.
Oh, show.
Is that all you wanted to talk about, guy?
Oh, show.
Well, I figured I'd, I'll talk about Pensacon in a second because I did that this last weekend. But I figured if anyone has some cool stuff to show off, I would let everyone do that, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go up to Baltimore then.
Okie dokie. I got sent up to me a whole bunch of graphic novels that I've been collecting for a while. And I was like, you know what? I want them here. So I was lucky enough to find them. You know, my dad sent them up to me. This is a first printing of Wolverine, the Claremont Millar 4-issue miniseries.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool. I was like, yay.
Yeah.
Then the other, this is probably one of my favorite Asgardian wars with the X-Men and New Mutants when they travel to Asgard and Loki kind of messes things up as he always does. This is another first printing. It's well worn because one of my favorite. Great art by Art Adams in this. Incredible. And then I have a very, very early printing of the Dark Phoenix Saga, which I got at Walden Books. At the
Nice.
mall.
Oh,
I remember
sweet.
buying this. Yeah,
Wow.
I was like, oh, read this through. And then one of my guilty pleasures is the Dazzler graphic novel, Dazzler the movie. So yeah, I know,
Nice.
and I'm okay with it. And then the other thing, you know, just unrelated to that is Jennifer and I got back today our first pass from our editor
Yay.
book.
Cool.
Haven't read it yet. She's going to be
Mhm.
the first one to look at it, but that's exciting. So we're moving forward on that next step of that process. So yay!
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Danny.
Well, I just got one thing real quick. It was going through my Kickstarter and some of the projects that I had helped, contribute money to, and I realized that I didn't ever get my rewards for one of them, even though I know that they sent them out and all that, and was looking through, and it's like, oh, I forgot to respond to
The address,
this
yeah.
message to tell them they need my address. So I did, and it was a project from put on Kickstarter by Kelly Wolf. Kelly works at Zeus Comics, and she also does a lot of acting and directing and writing and all that kind of stuff. So I helped contribute to a spooky movie called The Dollhouse.
Ooh, that sounds all sorts of creepy.
Yeah. Then I haven't got to watch it yet, but I plan on it. But I've got to figure out where. I guess my Xbox has a DVD player built in, so I can do that.
So is it about a house made out of dolls or a house that inhabits dolls?
Ooh, that's
Does it
even
have it?
creepier.
I don't. It says, upon moving to an unfamiliar town, Ellie, played by Riss Kirkham, who is a really, really talented cosplayer. She's just absolutely amazing, and she's very good. Is overwhelmed by her new situation. Her family thinks it's nerves, but Ellie knows something isn't right. Plus, she is 90% sure the dollhouse in her bedroom just ate her brother. How many more family members have to disappear before someone believes her?
3.
Right? Just like the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop.
I mean, it's the plight of the little brother. We never get any sort of,
Right.
Just a little brother.
So I'm excited to check that out.
Oh, that's cool. I just saw your hat. I like your hat, Danny. The S being on the.
Oh yeah, Thank you. I found this at Walmart for $9.95.
So I thought you were wearing your hat like cocked to the side like the cool kids, but then I realized no, the S was offset.
It's cocked to the side like all the cool S's.
You're just too hip for us, Danny.
Like Sam.
Right on.
Chicken chat.
Baltimore Jamie Faye said, "So proud of you for getting your first draft in."
Thanks.
Oh, I thought it was so proud of you for liking Dazzler the movie, but
That's a big step, too. Don't take it down.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, you want to talk a little bit about Pensacon before we move on?
I did Pensacon this last weekend. It's the big comic and sci-fi convention in Pensacola, Florida. And that was pretty cool. I went all 3 days. I also got a cold, so that was awesome. But outside of that, the event was really cool. They had some interesting stars there, but I think what appealed to me the most was they had a lot of great voice actors. Like they had Dan Gavilson, who played Bumblebee from the original Transformers, and Spider-Man from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Super nice guy.
Oh, cool.
Chris Sarandon, who played Prince Humperdinck from Princess Bride, but then
Inconceivable.
And yeah, exactly. And then he played Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas. Met the guy who created Ravenloft, so that was cool. And I actually heard a talk about the great grandnephew of Bram Stoker. He's done an officially licensed Bram Stoker estate sequel to Dracula.
oh wow.
Oh.
That's really
That
cool.
came,
What was the guy's name who did Ravenloft?
oh God, Terry.
Because I was
I'm
trying
a
to
bad
think of
person.
it earlier.
It's Terry. I actually have the little sheet over there, but yeah, it was one of the co-designers, he and his wife. Wonderful guy.
Did he tell you
still
about
real nice.
the Nickelodeon spinoff that was in the works for a while? That's so
No,
Ravenloft?
You know what? They're gonna put you in a
Oh.
They're gonna put you in a
Wow.
with
I think
stuff.
you're gonna have some Bean Boozles for that.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to eat that. That's
Man, I
That-
was
that-
wondering where he was going with that. Like, I had never heard of. Man,
I just thought of that. I'm so proud of myself.
nice.
Wasn't she Disney, not Nickelodeon?
Yeah, I think it is Disney. But see,
Wow,
you guys think...
I have to too.
You're funny.
it's all
But
good.
yeah, also met, Charles Martinet, who does the voice for Mario and all the Mario type characters for Nintendo.
It's a me,
That may be-
Mario! That guy?
That may be the happiest man I've ever met in my life. He is just joyous. Everything he does is just super happy. That guy just enjoys his life, which is super cool. Real nice guy, real friendly. Of course, one of the other highlights was meeting George Lowe, who played Space Ghost in Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
That's very cool.
And I think he might actually be Space Ghost. It's like I walked up and he's like, "What's your name, son?" And I said, "Guy." And he's like, "Guy de Montpezant. Say, Guy." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And I got this autograph from him, and it basically wrote all kinds of stuff on it. I mean, it's basically like a coloring page. One of the great things, it says, "Greetings, Citizen Guy. Thanks for the refreshing taffy enema." Man. And then snack tip, bacon thong. So, I just spent 10-15 minutes talking with him, and I was trying to buy the autograph, and the service was miserable in the convention center, so we had to go outside so we could actually get Wi-Fi. So we talked for a good 15 minutes, and you may roll your eyes at this, but I think that man may be my spirit animal. He might be my Patronus.
Maybe your ghost.
Maybe my ghost, my space ghost. But he was pretty awesome.
That's a
a
lot.
couple other things. I got to go to a G.I. Joe voice panel with Larry Hama and some of the voice actors and stuff, and that was fun. I mean, it was just a real great event, and I had a really good time despite getting sick as a dog, and I've been kind of down all this week, but it was worth it. I had a good time.
That's awesome.
So,
Nice.
Cool. And you can prep up for next year.
yeah, they're getting some of the Indiana Jones cast together for next year so far.
Yep.
That's cool.
And you handed out lots of Total Geek Live cards.
Oh, I did. We got a few viewers here and there on the various social channels. So, if any of you are watching, hello, new people.
Hi, new people.
Thanks for joining us. We do funny things sometimes.
We're so glad you're here.
That's the enthusiasm
There's
I
that
was
media
waiting for.
enthusiasm.
So, one of the things we're gonna do tonight is see. I don't know if any of you out watching this have your own website, particularly like on a service like WordPress, that type of thing, like a blog type site. They're notoriously known for spam messages in the comments. And we have had some doozy of some messages sent to us, and we're not going to read them all. Some of them are very lengthy, but just to kind of give you an insight into the mind of what people are trying to do to get you to click on a link and, I don't know, steal our identity or take over our website or whatever they're trying to do.
Like any good Nigerian prince.
Yeah, their methods are madness for the most part. So, B, did you have a favorite you wanted to kick off with?
Yeah, let me that comment madness. So this is what the first. I'm going to take the first one,
Okay.
which is probably it's a little novella. Let's be honest, it's probably about like
See?
yeah, it's
See?
pretty long. But my favorite part is when they talk about this. It's principally the problem a pig, and after that, blueberry taco. When the pig is generally historically sever from your throat right, after genuinely marinated for a long period in chili seasonings, and in addition, yet, citrus fruit, he tells. This is not unusual street eating appearing in Mexico, but items travel to tank as I down there. Throughout Verde, consumers highlight pastor tacos, or pastor tacos, which is probably better, up or back on the menu inside summertime, as they essentially very appropriate to chow down via a person's terrace, even while rather cutting a brand margarita. So there you go.
And
This is just a snippet of the little novella that was left as a comment on one of the.
Yeah, and I mean these things.
is it a recipe? Is it a scene in a movie that they're trying to describe? I mean, are they sliding down the terrace with a margarita in one hand and this blueberry taco, pork taco in the other? I mean,
I'm intrigued yet horrified by the idea of a blueberry taco. I'm equally wanting to eat it and not eat it at all. Yeah.
Danny, do you have
And to the next.
yeah, I want to read the one we got today.
Oh yes.
From Wiki. I love wikis.
Wiki was so sweet.
Yeah, it was a very nice, sweet one. This was on. This was commented underneath Baltimore's review, the Snagglepuss Chronicles #2, up there on our website. So it goes, "Hello, I saw your tweet about animals, and I thought I will check your website. I like it. I love pets. I have 2 beautiful Thai cats called Tammy, female, and Yomo, male. Yomo is 1 year older than Tommy, Just thought
Switching
your
it up,
cat's
Wiki.
name is not Tammy. And he acts like a bigger brother for her. I have even created an Instagram account for them. Link. And probably soon they will have more followers than me. Kind of funny. I have subscribed to your newsletter.
We have a newsletter?
That's news to
What have
me.
you guys been doing? I've been sick for a week.
Keep up the good work on your blog. Regards, Wiki.
Thanks, Wiki.
So, thank you, Wikipedia. We appreciate your little thing about your two cats from
And I
Thailand.
hope that Tammy, Tommy, and Yomo are doing well.
Yeah. Tammy Tommy. It just has identity issues. Some Thai
Yeah.
cats evidently do. Who knows?
It's true.
So,
Dang.
one that really tickled me was the one that goes on about Oriental ladies.
I mean, oh, come on, man.
Inside nights, shopping the Oriental girls for wedding or the going on a date. Well, what details about those SMA review personality initially?
Asia me.
Asia me. Ah, yes, Asia me review. There are plenty of single Asian females online with deals that are going to worldwide websites going out of. Definitely should sign up at such sites to you to find, until now, probably the most for there isn't really service charge to sign up for. And then it goes on, and it starts getting absurd. It's like, I know a lady brother also mentioned returning to your girlfriend in the time of one period. We're also creating, despite the fact that speaking for me regards, I should have said when offered acetate lady? Asish. It's a weird word.
Asiatash?
Asiatish.
Yeah, Asia and then Tische.
And then it goes on to talk about, I learned in Asian kitchenware, lovely woman, about record deals are going to company escort the Big Apple in. We are men of Yankee Local, which are people's lives over NYC. Yes.
You can't make this up.
Man.
I mean, actually you can, but...
We are men of Yankee Local. Oh, this is one of the long ones. I won't go into too much more. It's
just crazy.
yeah.
It's bizarre because I'm assuming that this is just bots, that they have all of these different kinds of phrases that they're just randomly putting together to form
Word jumble.
some type of sentence or whatever based on keywords and stuff. But I mean, it's just bizarre. You would really think with all this talk about AI and how that's progressing and everything, that these things would be able to make a little bit more sense than what they are.
A lot of it sounds like it's. Have you ever seen when they like run song lyrics through Google Translate into another language and then back into English?
I'm just about to say,
they've
sort of like a Google Translate type of thing where
Yeah.
it would make sense, but the syntax is a little like off on things. But yeah, it's still just like kind of word soup there sometimes.
Yeah.
This is a nice one about surrogacy.
Oh.
Hey, I've heard it's very famous.
For today's mailbag, we have one from Millions Raw. Surrogacy is very famous in different countries. The primary cause of it, a female get the newborn child's mother after childbirth. A lot of wives would be a mother, but some of them couldn't be. Well, I suppose that's true. By this reason, in last century, a new data emerged: surrogacy. You know, when pregnancy is medically impossible, there is only one way to be a mother. It is surrogate. Also, in these incidents, enjoy monetary satisfaction.
I enjoy monetary satisfaction.
Yeah.
Really? To ask a sound in this woman, needful to ask medical clinic which provide this kind of service. We advise to use this link center. In these agency in Ukraine, a lot of persons from United States, United Kingdom, and other EU regions become surrogate mothers. Hence, to the law, surrogate is legal. The validity and charges of surrogacy are very various. Nice alliteration.
Very, very.
It depends. It very varies.
Very.
I love that. It depends from country, nationality, color of the skin, etc. In our centers, you can make a choice about kind of surrogacy. We advise for all our members to take conventional surrogacy as opposed to the unconventional ones.
Right.
But our service contains gestational surrogacy. In Feskov Company, our designation for surrogacy. When you input to our clinics located in Ukraine, part of Feskov Human Reproduction Group, you get a consultant. This consultant will consult you about different things from the start till the stop. Oh, they're very consulty, these consultants. However,
And they start till they stop.
they consult till they can't consult no more. However, surrogate continues 8 months. Isn't that premature?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
the consultant prepares all necessary acts and you can accept the child.
I accept you.
I've gotten used to you. I'm taking you in now.
Wow.
Also, the manager consults your family next 3 months. Calm down, Frodo. It's almost over. If you request to receive a child, we advise to go to Link. Managers which are able to help there are very important. They will answer for you all your items. If you need any attention, they will help you. Also, they will give you documents before this process. Man, this is full service. On website, you can detect datas. However, you can discover prices and packages. Tech can answer you at different language, except English, which you don't seem to understand. You can make choice of it. If you want to obtain advice about mom surrogacy as a process, Dr. Feskov will get advice for you.
Oh, good old Dr. Feskov.
Feskov seems a little
Consulting?
like monocle.
Yeah, he's got the monocle. Yeah.
Right?
With the little hanging down. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's totally Dr. Fiskov.
Well, thank you, Millions Raw. You keep them coming, and we'll keep on reading them.
Yeah.
Can't
These-
wait
I
till
mean-
we get real fan letters to read.
Right? But you remember we were working on something, and I was like, guys, did you see this? And I read, I think it was probably the one that I read. I was, this is insane. Like, look at all this stuff that's happening. And they're like, it was unbelievable. It's just like so random.
Yeah, it's just really, really, really random stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff about Asian cookware and Asian women, to surrogacy, to there's one here about trying to get us to go to Spain.
Yeah, they want us to go to Spain. Yeah, because a lot of people need attendance Spain.
We got blueberry tacos. I mean,
And then there were a lot of actually directions to cook things. Which actually might be kind of a fun video itself. See if we actually
See if we can make our own blueberry tacos based on the recipe.
it's cooking
I know.
spam.
Just like Mom
it's
used to make.
spam Nell. Get it?
Yep.
Man, I'm on a roll tonight. Also, the Gunter girls say hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, Starshine.
Hello.
The Gunter girls say hello.
So yeah. So this is how we entertain ourselves, by reading wacky, poorly translated emails, because we find them hilarious.
They're just so. I mean,
Well, and there's the one in Russian that I need to get it translated.
That Dr. Feskov could.
Yeah, right.
No,
He took a correspondence course to get his medical license.
I bet he consulted consultants.
Yeah, consultants.
Yep.
They start till they stop.
They're very various.
That's. I'm gonna have to start figuring out ways to use very various. Man, there's just various amounts of donuts, types of donuts.
Very various.
There are,
Very
though.
various. Very various. I don't know why donuts popped to my head. Maybe I want donuts.
There's a 3,900 character limit in Google Translate, just FYI.
Oh, so you have to do piecemeal?
Oh, okay. So the Russian one is about sports supplements.
Oh.
If you are sporting and want to lead the body in the form,
Okay,
we advise.
Russia, didn't they just get disbarred from the Olympics because of supplements?
Yes. Not only that, but those fools, the ones that got invited to be under the neutral flag or whatever, some of them got kicked out for doping. It was come on, Olympic Committee. What did you expect?
Get it together. Come on.
The geeks use sports supplements from Russia.
So we advise you to start taking sports supplements. Selection of sports supplements on Somotropin Nordex is very large scale. Dude, that's hilarious because that is exactly what the Russian curlers got kicked out for.
Are you kidding?
Was that performance enhancing drug?
So they answered they got the smell just like we did.
They got it on their WordPress site, and I was like,
"Oh yeah."
And that's why we won in curling, because we didn't use supplements.
About, like,
that's right. USA.
I mean, you think about the off season for curling, is you probably don't have much to do. So yeah, let's get supplements.
Oh, I mean, do you really need supplements
for curling?
Do you? It's not like you're lugging that big stone and then like throwing it over. You get to scoot it along, and then you just got to itchy with the broom. Come on.
I liked your.
Can I just go play Rocket League?
Itchy.
What was that about Rocket League, guy?
I don't want to do curling. It sounds too time intensive. I just want to go play Rocket League.
I want to play Rocket League. I can now. I had another early birthday gift. Thanks to Danny, got me Rocket League, so we're gonna start Rocket Leaguing it up. So if you think you can take us on, let us know. We might invite you to a private match, because we're cool like that. So you could run around in tights with Baltimore and I, or you could rocket in leagues with Guy and Danny and I.
I just want to clarify, we will actually not be in tights, but our characters will be.
Man, I thought that was the whole point.
Tights.
I mean, look
You're
at my guy.
You're supposed to dress up as your character when you play the game.
I mean, even though I don't have a camera on my PS4 to showcase us dressed up, we could still at least act like it.
Okay, fine. You convinced me. It took so much.
No, Jamie says we need to play Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
That game.
Buddy of mine said that gave it game of the year last year for his list, the Lonnie Awards.
And I think Jamie just actually finished the game, finally completed it, maybe like yesterday, I think.
Dang, it set a new PS4 record. It sold 7.6 million copies.
Oh.
And that's, for a new IP, that's pretty impressive. But he
did not appreciate my joke, though.
What?
when he told me that he finished the game, I said, that's great. And he said, oh, and they set it up perfectly for a sequel. And so I respond back to him, I was like, that's great. Too bad the production company went out of business. He goes, not funny. And I was like,
well, it did, because the publisher or whoever came up with the game, they're called Guerrilla, and it's of course, Corsicana kicked them out of the cage thing.
Got Das Boot.
It's okay, they're putting him back.
So what about some of the stream stuff that we've been doing this month? Talk about that.
Have we been streaming this month?
The Steam stuff. Sorry, Steam.
Oh,
the Steam curating.
Yeah, actually, thank you. I meant to talk about that at the top of the show. If any of you are gamers on PC or Mac or Linux and have a Steam account, there is a Total Geek Live Steam curator page, a Total Geek Live group that you can join. we'd love to have you on there as well. You know, if you want to talk more specifically games, that's where that focus gaming content, a lot of that will be. We've been going around. I curated a few more games just yesterday. A few more reviews up. It's really cool. Some indie devs have been sending us Steam keys for their games for us to check out and review. And when being indie, and it's hard for me to play them and then not like them and then write something bad about it.
Right.
But there was just one I had to. It was so bad. It was just the art style was all different, so you could tell it was just stolen assets. It was a extremely mobile interface, so you could tell it was just a mobile port. It was just wannabe Mario down to the question box you hit with your head, and it was just poorly done, and so I just couldn't recommend it.
To avoid lawsuit, they call it a questionable box.
It was a questionable game.
Exactly.
Well, at least give you some feedback to maybe improve it.
Yeah, I hope. The same dev sent another one that I didn't say no to, but I think I just did an informational one talking about, it could have been better, there's some broken things, so I didn't, not recommend it, just, caution people.
Okay, there you go.
There's one we got, it's so broken, but, and it's, I can't even remember what it's called, it's like, you're play as Trump shooting zombies, and he can, you're supposed to be able to, build a wall to help protect you from the zombies coming in. And it's horrible. It's broken. It's a one note joke game. Mm-hmm. But when you go to the character screen to assign attribute points, he does breakdance.
Oh,
so
okay.
It does have that going for it. So, but yeah,
I'll give him that.
Is bad.
But
yeah, gamers, Total Geek Live, Steam, join our group, man. We'd love to talk up games with you there. Maybe start, doing some multiplayer gaming. Jump in and play with us. We'd love to have you around and around.
So, for our usual video content, though, we started out with Groundhog Day because it's February. I think I've watched that quite a few times. Ironically, we talked about Solo and what we thought about that. I think we're all a little shocked and afraid.
Han Solo. Sorry,
we did
the Solo dance.
Oh yes. Yeah, like that. It's got to brush off the.
We didn't get copyright hit with that, did we?
Nope.
Don't say it now.
You blew it. We had two awesome talks with Toyfinity CEO John Kent and Marquis of Vaudeville. Toby and Geneva stopped by to say hello. So those are two really great, unique interviews. We've got quite a few X-Men videos for you comic fans out there. So
yeah, this was kind of a X-Men themed month.
It was the month of X.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it X-Men Day? Month, year, in your
yeah.
Every day is X-Men Day.
Exactly.
Could be.
Right.
Accurate.
Let's see. We also talked about She-Ra, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Talked about Black Panther. Our thoughts on that.
Panther, if you haven't seen it, go now.
Go see that movie.
After this, go see the movie.
Spoiler alert, we loved it. Kaiser and I talked about movie Game Jam that's going on, and we've got
talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah. When are we getting part 2? Because part 1 was a lot of fun.
I know.
Well, because Guy has been under the weather, we pushed it back till he's feeling better. So he's starting to feel better now. So we're
We're gonna
need more.
try for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot
Because
for
I'm
tomorrow.
like a grotesque mutant. I wouldn't be one of the fun, popular X-Men. I'll tell you that much in terms of mutant. I was like one of the subterranean ones.
Oh, you little Morlock.
Yes, I was a
Oh.
Morlock. I wasn't even one of the good ones. It's just like, like the ones not really defined. They're like, man, I don't want to touch that. But yeah, so we, movie game jam, talking about a lot of indie games out there, and there's a lot of really cool ones. Kaiser and I will be working on part 2 now that I've come back to the land of the living.
Yay! And
If
really
they haven't
quick.
seen it, tell them a little bit more about it.
Okay, so a game jam, to begin with, what that is when someone will host. It's kind of like a contest. It's always free to enter. It's for indie developers or any developers, and there will always be a finite set of time and a theme. And sometimes you have to use specific game engines or stuff, but this particular one was a 2-week-long jam. Week-long jam? It was a week or 2 weeks. I think it might have been 1 week. Anyway, it's called Movie Game Jam, and the games had to be inspired by a scene from a movie. So I had actually entered it. I did the time traveling from Bill and Ted when they're in the phone booth going through the time things. And I called it Historical Booth Babes. Because it's supposed to be inspired by, not like a direct copy of recreating a scene, which a lot of people didn't do that. They just like, hey, this is the, just recreated it exactly. Which was fine. Actually, there's some really cool games that were done that way. But yeah, so that was the game jam. There's like 115 entries, and the guy and I sat and played through not all of them, but quite a few, and gave our top 5 each from the game jam. And we had so much fun doing that. We're like, well, let's do another one. And the video was well received within the indie game community and everything. So we're excited to put part 2 together.
That's awesome. That'll be cool.
It's coming soon. Now that I haven't died.
So is this something that's through Steam, or is it just through social media?
This was through, there's a game site called itch.io, itch.io, and it's a site like Steam, but it's very, very indie games. You don't see any AAA stuff on there. It's all indie developers, and they're a really cool site because, especially for indie developers, like when you could sell your games on there and you could choose like the percentage that they like itch.io gets from the sales, whereas sites like Steam and stuff, and I can't divulge how much they take because I'm under contract, but it's it's a significant chunk. But with itch.io you could set to none or 5% or 10%, so it's really cool. It's a great site. You can discover some really cool games out there. I guess my PS4 went to sleep, so I turned that off.
Interesting business model, though. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a great site to discover just some new games. I frequent it often, and they host a lot of jams on that site too. So check it out.
That's cool.
Very, very cool. And the only other thing that's been going on with, we've got a couple other, trailers that we've been talking about, Krypton and Final Space. And then I was feeling a little experimental, and I put together, I got inspired by you, John, actually, when we talked about Rampage, when you did that little trailer about Paperboy.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see if I could develop this a little farther. So I kind of went ahead and did that, and I guess you started this whole chain reaction, because in turn Danny's got a whole bunch behind the scenes work, and they're ridiculous silly, which is like ridiculous and silly. It's gone to that level.
Yes,
it's true.
So we want to propose a contest where we want our followers and fans to make their own video game trailer off what would be their idea for like the Midway cinematic universe, and we want to put like a little short film compilation together and run a contest, and we'll pick a winner and award a prize package within a month. I don't think it necessarily has to be a midway game. Certainly, it would help. But if you just can't figure something out of some of those crazy ideas, we could probably do some class. It has to be just based off a classic arcade game. I think that'd probably be the only requirement. And then we'll talk about it, and hopefully we'll get some neat contributions from this.
Yeah. I think it's actually really funny. I like the idea about the genesis of it. When we talked about it, we were like, wouldn't it be funny if and we just kind of naming all these midway games, like the connection between making kind of a one thing. I love it. Yeah, because I think it's so absurdly fun. So I'm totally excited about this. I think it'll be a really cool thing, and I'm excited to see what people come up with. I still want to see you and Kaiser put one together. I want to see what you have to offer.
You could probably go with something. Oh, Jamie said Superman 64. He said,
man.
Just use clips from Superman Returns. That's mean. That's just mean. No!
Oh, God. Superman Returns. Did he? Did he go back now?
Yeah, so for more inspiration, I'll put out the. I think I've done 3.
You have done 3.
Yeah, I've done 3 of these things just because you created a monster. I saw Paperboy and I'm just like, boom! Ideas started popping in my head. I'm like, man, this would be so much fun. So
when they're popping, you gotta let them happen.
That's right. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. It's
silly.
Really a lot of fun, and I think we're on to something with this Midway Cinematic Universe thing.
Oh yeah, the new MCU.
Yeah.
We'll do a straight up film festival with judging and everything. And like I said, Danny's been hoarding so many prizes away. Trust me when I say if you actually participate and win, you will get some cool stuff.
Absolutely true.
Yeah, we'll send it out, and you'll be like, "Yee! Thank you, Total Geek Live. You're awesome." Maybe not that.
And you must do a video with just that.
I think that's the medicine talking. It's pretty cool. It keeps me alive and not going.
At least until the show's over. Then it's like, eh.
Yeah.
And then I back. It's like, and cut.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have one last thing to talk about. Does anyone want to cover that last one?
What?
Don't patronize me. You know what it is.
No, I don't. What?
That we're putting something.
Patronize me.
Patronize you? Are you
Oh my
talking
God.
about Patreon? Wait, Patreon. Oh, is that what you're talking about? I'm sorry.
Yes. My God, do I need to talk more in the back? Do I need to be like Dr. Science with a lab coat?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Golly.
Don't do this to me.
So we've had, some amazing people supporting us on Patreon. And so
Very grateful.
We're so grateful. And we are aware we still owe T-shirts and stickers and stuff to you wonderful people. I guess.
But it's coming.
It's
on its way.
In fact, I saw the T-shirt lady today. I just said I have to wait till payday, and then I'll give her money, and then T-shirts will be on their way. Well, made and then on their way. But we're putting together a cool video, kind of explaining who we are and what we do, what Total Geek Live is, where it came from, where we'd like it to go, and how.
Hope means.
Yes. And, we love doing this, and if you've been here from the beginning, or if you're here just now and you check out our earlier stuff, you'll see us steadily, incline in the quality of our stuff, and we just want to keep on that upward trajectory, and to do that, just equipment and software and stuff so that we're all on the same page, we all, the audio quality will be, spot on, visuals will be spot on, lots of spots on stuff.
Not spots on it. Wipe that off.
So, if you would care to support us, patreon.com/TotalGeekLive. There are perks, different levels of perks. If you one-time this or a small fee. I mean, anything. Honestly, if you want to help us maintain and grow the geekdom here, we would be forever in your debt, literally, and hope to make it worth your while by making it worth our while to make it worth your while. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In a while.
It'll make sense in a while.
And real quick, I mean, I could go through the reward levels real quick if you want. So for just $1 a month, we call it the "I'd buy that for $1" club, and so you'll have our gratitude. Your name will be in the credits of every single episode that we produce moving forward under our thanks section. And then you get access to our Patreon-only feed. So that's where we'll post bloopers and a lot of behind-the-scenes content and stuff, content that you don't see on YouTube, you don't see on the live show, nowhere else. It's only on Patreon. For $5 or more, you get the Johnny 5 is Alive. So your name will be listed in the credits under the high five and thanks and section. You get a Total Geek Live sticker and access to the bonus content. You are a perfect 10 if you contributed $10 or more a month. And the perks for that is that you'll be listed in the credits under thank you times 10. The section, you get a Total Geek Live sticker, you get access to the bonus content, and you get the ability to vote on future topics. So if you want to steer us in a certain direction, then you have the power to vote.
Take the wheel and ram us into an iceberg if you want.
That's right. Then at the $25 level, so $25 a month or more, I've seen Star Wars Empire Strikes Back at least 25 times club. Right? So in the credits, you will be listed under the Empire Thanks Back section. You get a Total Geek Live sticker. You get access to the bonus content, the ability to vote on future topics, and a Total Geek Live t-shirt.
It'll look just like this, but completely different. Because this is a tick shirt.
Like this and different.
It'll be black.
And then, if you're feeling like Scrooge McDuck, and you want to go to the $50 level,
what?
It's Richard. Yeah, I know. What?
What? No one's gonna give us $50.
I know, man. Richard Data Wang's favorite currency is $50 bill. Yep, you'll be in that club. So the perks with that, you get listed under the Goonies Never Say Die, They Say Thanks section. You get a Total Geek Live sticker, access to bonus content, the ability to vote on future topics, a Total Geek Live t-shirt, autographs from all of us.
And a sleepover.
And we could have a sleepover. That could be it says a surprise.
Oh, did I give the surprise away?
I totally gave it away.
That does seem something about that. Well, waivers will be signed.
Right.
You'll be blindfolded and brought to our house, you can't.
It might be the Bravo waiver.
Right, but we'll get your information and we'll mail you a nice little surprise.
Tush, hey. Stop.
Frodo wants to give a surprise too, so he might send you something as well.
He might be the surprise.
$100 more, Kaiser will burst out of a cake at your place of employment.
Yes.
Or Danny might burst out of things.
I could burst.
With tassels.
Danny will burst for $150. Danny will burst out of your chest.
Yes, like Alien.
You might get a baby. How am I?
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen will be next to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll jump out. I'll jump out of a cake for $100 as long as it's local. You know.
Right.
If you pay my airfare and hotel, I'll jump out of the cake anywhere, I guess.
And the tassels spin in 2 different directions.
Hey,
That takes a lot of work.
I'm no Elvira.
He's been practicing. It's cool.
That does take
Wow, I
talent.
rendered you silent. Excellent. My job is done here.
So, one last appeal. Like, if you like what we're doing, if you enjoying the content, and you want to help support us, that would be really wonderful. If you don't have anything to support us, maybe just tell your friends about us, get them to subscribe and watch our stuff, and spread our, geekdom further. Let them know the things that we're doing, and get them involved as well.
Yeah, I mean, go all Clockwork Orange on them. Strap them down, strap their eyes open and just play the playlist of all the episodes.
Play all.
Yep.
Totally 19XX.
I can't handle any more retro movies.
Then we have a playlist.
Jamie asked, "Do we have $100 option?" Wasn't that me jumping
Not
out
yet.
of the cake?
But yeah, we're gonna add it on the website with Kaiser jumping out of the cake.
Kaiser cake.
Kaiser cake.
Have your
That's not so
Kaiser
bad.
cake and eat it too. But we don't want to know about that.
I've had Johnny cakes.
What?
I had Johnny cakes. You've had Johnny cakes, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Well, there
Remember
goes
Johnny
our
Rockets. Are those still around?
Johnny
Yeah.
Rockets.
The Johnny Rockets?
If
Yeah,
so,
that's
add an original Jamie Faye art sketch. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh.
If you don't know
Oh,
Jamie
okay.
Faye's art, it's pretty freaking awesome.
DeviantArt.com/JamieFayeX. Look it up. Love it. Learn it. Live it.
Yeah, Jamie, that rogue that you just did recently,
So cool.
So
that's high
Yeah.
quality. That rogue was freaking awesome.
Well, all his X-Women have been awesome the last few weeks. I'm like, this is so cool, especially the animated backgrounds.
Do you have the
Oh,
Storm
no.
one? The Storm one with the animation?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another favorite.
Yeah, it's killer.
We love
Very,
you
very
too, Jamie.
We love you too, Jamie.
Big love for Jamie.
No heart.
Reels.
No heart.
We got 3 minutes left. Let's just chant Jamie's name.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie. Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie.
I'm gonna go to DeviantArt and catch up.
Yeah, for real.
I'm behind.
That wasn't 3 minutes, guys.
Oh, sorry.
DeviantArt is way better than Deviated Septum, by the way.
That is true.
That is true.
Which is better than... Never mind. My mind tried to rhyme septum, and I just didn't want to go there. I apologize in
Nope.
advance.
Let's have Frodo dance for the last 3 minutes.
All right.
But yeah, just, as I said, definitely check us out on Patreon. And please, if you want to win some super cool stuff that Danny's been hoarding, like Gringotts Bank, take part in our little mini film festival that we're doing for March.
Yeah,
So-
and we're going to be having other contests as well, and prize giveaways that will be a little bit. Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Oh, I thought that was Baltimore. It looked. I just saw the hair and the stance, but it was all glare.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I love
That's a rock candy.
Don't give it all away.
What?
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Well, I mean, we're
Street
gonna
Fighter
give
2
it away.
blind box.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of goodies in here.
He's like Santa.
Uh-huh.
You have no idea.
Like Santa Clarita. Santa
Yep.
Rosa.
That's the diet.
It is a diet.
Whoa. Star-Lord.
Hey, how do I enter this contest?
I know,
I
right?
just make a.
Not eligible for TGL staff.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah, no. You gonna quit? You can't quit.
There's no quitting in Total Geek Hive.
No. No quitting.
No.
Geeks never say die. I get it. I get it.
They say spoon.
They say
Spoon.
Oh, and you have to watch the rest of the Tick series, which I have to do. I'm still waiting for it.
So good. Watch it.
I can't wait to watch the
Yes,
rest.
it is. There is a spoon moment.
Shh, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me.
What? There's a spoon. That's all. That's all there is. That's all I'm telling you.
It could just
There is
be
a spoon.
It could be just sitting on a table.
Yeah.
True. But I have a feeling it's not.
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. It is a minute till, actually, no, it is 8 now.
Wow.
So, thank you, everyone.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching. Mwah.
And as always, it's all geek to us. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We can try and make a heart. There we go. A heart.
It looks like you're having fun with it.
Guy holding his business together was brought to you by Chloroseptic.